France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We stand for the national anthem of France. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
So it's away we go then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone...
He's having a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Goes looking wide. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, what a ball! Goes for a shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Gavi. Oyarzábal is onto this. That's really nicely played. Takes a shot! And a neat finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Mbappe shapes to shoot! Goal! That was a given. It always was.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
après 11 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10.
France have their lead. Now it's Oyarzabal. Cucurella has it out wide and in space. And that's the keeper's ball. And he's straight offside. No, he's not getting any further than that. Kubasi. Here's Rodri. Oh, good spread. And here's Ferran Torres. He's got away. Fabian Ruiz! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And here's Mbappe. Llorente makes the interception. Cucurella. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. He shifted it to the flank. Doué. Laporte gets over and intercepts. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Here's Oyarzabal. Spain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Ferran Torres. It's a throw-in. Ferran Torres looking to add to his goal. Pedri. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And it's Llorente. Foot in. Llorente made a surge from full-back. As it turned out, unsuccessfully. Dembele. And here's Mbappe. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Doué. Mbappe! Pedri. 30 minutes gone. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Doué. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Pedri. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Oyarzabal. And it's Llorente. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Oyarzabal. Spread out to the left. And France can counter now. Dembele. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, it's come loose. Rodri. France heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Pedri. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's Dembele. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Elise.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's
Il y
Oyarzabal.
aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
This looks promising. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And it's Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz ploughing through the middle. That's going to go a long way. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. France are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we are back on the way. And it's hoisted clear. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Gavi. Now it's Elise. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Cucurella. Here's Rodri. And that was nowhere near his best. Now it's Mbappe. Ferran Torres. Mbappe being watched hawkishly here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Fabian Ruiz. That has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. Space for him to turn and look. And it's Rabiot. Nicely spread. Now it's Elise. Now there's a fine ball. Shot a goal! Now who's going to be first to this? Gavi. That's a good run down the left. Almost an hour gone. And here's Mbappe. Great chance! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Attention, changement.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Nico Williams just eases him off the ball. Pau Kubasi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a good ball out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rodri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Spain have a free kick. And here's Llorente. Hernandez can clear it away. Doué, who does have an assist to his name. Distributed tidily. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Olise. Rabiot. And he shoots! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Le numéro 10.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Pedri stood up well to him there. Now it's Mbappe. Koundé. Now it's Olise. Laporte. Pedri. Tries from distance. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, at least he's not short on confidence. Trying from that sort of distance, why not?
Changement.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Olise. That is lovely. Knocks it back. Out towards the flank. And here's Olise. He's on it. Shoots! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
France palpably stronger, better, superior.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Kubasi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Upamecano does really well to win the ball there. Koundé clears. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ferran Torres.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Kubasi. Played out to the left flank. Koundé is there and he can get that clear. Kubasi. And it's Rodri. For Ferran Torres. And that is that. France looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mbappe happy to bask in the accolades from all around, the stage most certainly his. France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, it's as friendly as it can be. Mbappe! Not a bad try by any means. Oh, that's fabulous. Knocks it into space. Now it's Pedri. Pedri made a good run there.
That was a great ball that looked right on the money. Trying to get behind the defence is something that can work well here.
And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. Takes a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, there's leadership for you. That's what the armband means for him. Setting the perfect example, the perfect tone. Tremendous.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a pretty loose pass. Olise. And here's Mbappe. Caught offside that time. Pedri. Pedri going forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Oyarzabal. Stood up well to him there. Could move up a gear here. And it's Doué. Oh, important interception. That's destined for the flank. And the return pass. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Gavi. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball, good take. And here's Dembele. Great chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's having a pop! And a neat finish! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Le numéro 8.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Closing in on goal. Now it's Mbappe. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Upamecano with the foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rodri. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And here's Mbappe. Llorente. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Laporte. And it's Rodri. Here's Rodri. Laporte. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's hit the upright. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
France really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's gone looking for safety. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Look at and the shot! Oh, good finish. But oh, it's offside.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Engages and forces him off the ball. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Upamecano with a definite foul there. And it's Ruiz. Pedri. The ball is loose and the chase is on. 40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Now it's Mbappe. Olise is fouled. Just too high.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Cucurella. Here's Rodri. Now it's Oyarzabal. And he is deftly away. Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Mbappe. And here's Olise. He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Keep trying, and eventually it might come off.
France really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Rodri. Yeah, he's fouled him there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Fabian Ruiz does. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. France are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. So straight into the second half. Hernandez. Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe for Olise. Oh, lovely feed he is. There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Olise clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Rodri. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Now it's Ferran Torres. Mbappe under intense pressure.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Mbappe is onto this. Doué takes a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Fabian Ruiz. Ferran Torres. It's Pedri. Almost an hour gone. Olise. And it's Rabiot. And the shot's on here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get...
Shot, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
Ferran Torres. Hernandez does well to get it back. Laporte gets over and intercepts. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's a... Goes for a shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Changement en cours.
France have their second corner now. Spain are looking to go forward now. Well, they've got it again. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Doué. He is through here. Opts to play it back. Oh, it's Dembele. Steaming on goalwards. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good spread. Now it's Olise. And this is Dembele. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's managed to get rid. And he's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And it's Rabiot. And here's Olise. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Now this could be a chance. Olise thinks about the shot. Oh, they could be caught out here. That'll be a corner.
Attention, changement.
Corner number 3 coming up. And he thumps it clear. Spain have the chance to go the other way. Takes a shot. Now there's a terrific hit. Now it's Oyarzabal. Chouameni has given away a free kick.
Temps additionnel, 3
Fourth
minutes.
official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Tries to play it through. That's a good ball out wide. Olise. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's in a great position here. He's on it, can he get away? The ball has bounced loose now. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Dembele claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. The end of the game. Reflections? And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be, all stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
Well, for this one, while I'm not expecting a fully fledged derby, it will be very combative, very competitive at least. It can't be anything else.
We're up and running then. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. There will be a throw-in. Oh, he's been caught on it here! In by Llorente.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, good spread. Now it's Olise. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely bit of skill. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Dembele. Doué driving forwards. Mikel Oyarzabal. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy, Marcus Llorente, is a surprise revelation in recent times. I think the proof...
Can he finish? Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Llorente. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Now Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball, and he's quick to return it, and he was alert to it. Now it's Gavi. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. That's going wide left, and it's Doué. Oh, well played, well played. Ferran Torres nicked it back promptly. Ferran Torres. Nicely spread. Where it came from. Mbappe! Goal, France! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Doué, closing in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. They get a throw in. Now it's Mbappe. Olise. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get? And one more try! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Le numéro 10.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. And this is Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. Ferran Torres. Throw in. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Distributed tidily. Now it's Olise. Laporte cuts it out. Rodri. Maignan. Oh, quick thinking by the keeper, he did well. Rodri. Spread out to the left.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
It's a pretty loose pass. Laporte. And Kubasi. Rodri. And it's Pedri. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
France really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. France looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. And he's cut it out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Mbappe. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, shooting chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Tchouaméni clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
Not the most convincing of passes. Rodri. Deftly away. Hernandez. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Olise. Rabiot concedes a free kick for that. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
He's had it taken off him. Goes looking wide, and it's Doué. That's a good ball out wide. Fabian Ruiz. France with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Over to the right flank. He's on it. Can he get away? And here's Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Maignan. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Mbappe! And he's there to belt it away. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Llorente. And it's Rodri. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's being shifted off it. Ferran Torres has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to thread one through. Ferran Torres has it out wide and in space. Pedri with the short one. Nico Williams. Spain awarded another corner. They've played it short. Some resolute defending there. And he's heaved it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Olise. Oh, that's neat. Out towards the flank. Kubasi. It's Pedri.
France have turned up with a...
He's having a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Spain are making a change now. Rodri. Shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Now it's Olise. Decent! And it's in! But oh, it's offside.
He went just a smidgen too early, Peter.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Pedri. France have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. And Kubasi. Now it's Yamal. He's picked his way through. Nice physical challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cucurella cuts out the pass. Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Laporte picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Olise. And it's Doué.
Il y aura 4 minutes
There will
de
be
temps
4
additionnel.
extra minutes. Cucurella. Pedri.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He is through here. Oh, he's caught him in or out. France present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Well, the players are pleading, but it's not going to convince him to change his mind now.
Yeah, it was all about timing if he was going to be stopped legally, but obviously that wasn't the case.
And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, credit to the keeper, he read it, but succumbed to the placement.
But pour l'équipe d'Espagne. Le numéro 21.
Spain give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And that's it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, there may be nothing resting on it, Peter, but that's never going to take the edge away, is it? And the players from both sides know that.
Well, it certainly feels that way.
Yeah, so while these boys are going to approach this game with their professional hats on, circumstances will extract the aggression.
So things are underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Llorente. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, in these days of inverted wingers, Ferran Torres may be a bit of an oddity, Peter, but a very valuable one in that he gives you a lot more options. He's at his most comfortable going forward, but he does come in using his strength in one-on-ones, and that change of direction he can deliver too.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Mbappe. Great chance! Goal! France! The first significant strike. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Steaming on goalwards. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Pinches it off him. And he's in. Olise! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do...
Oh, good effort! And he's stuck it away! Oh, but the flag's up.
Yeah, just fractionally late, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Oyarzabal. Driving through the middle. And he can thump it away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Saliba. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. And here's Olise. He's on it. Can he get away? Now the big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
France find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pedri, He's having a hit! Now it's Mbappe. Llorente kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Doué. Mbappe! Shapes to shoot! And there's a goal! They are purring, truly purring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
France are having a ball here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
No, that's overhit. And that has left him in a heap. Olise has it out wide and in space. Now this could be a chance. Can he finish? Cucurella. France heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Now it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Rodri. Pedri. And it's Gavi. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's Dembele. Tries a shot! Pedri. And Cucurella. And it's Gavi. And here's Olise. That is good alertness. Mikel Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz. Olise looking understandably energised after his goal.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rodri with the clearance.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dembele. Looking tidy in possession here. Chance for a shot! And that's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And that is all they have time for. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
France really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. France are dishing out a mauling here. There's a quick free kick. Now it's Mbappe. That's destined for the flank. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Olise. And it's Dembele. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! And again! And he couldn't quite make it 6. Llorente. Ferran Torres. Doué. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. And the finish! It's bounced back off the post. And it's Rabiot. And he shoots! He's got a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Rodri.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Rodri, looking for the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ferran Torres picks it up out wide. And he's heaved it away. Spain have reclaimed it. Wriggles his way through. Pedri driving forwards. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Oyarzabal! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Mbappe. Dembele. Oyarzabal. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Williams. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Olise.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Dembele. And here's Doué. It's anyone's ball now. Mbappe. This time, surely. He's put it wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Attention, changement.
So, a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. Cucurella. Oh, what a mistake! Laporte cuts out the pass. Rodri. And it's Marino. It's Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And here's Pedri. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Doué. Spread to the right. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Olise clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Can he finish? And no mistake. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Le numéro 7.
Rodri just eases him off the ball. Over to the right flank. Mbappe is onto this. Llorente. Now it's Oyarzabal. Nicely aimed pass. Pau Kubasi promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking to play him in. Olise. Oh, he's having a go! And that's wide. Cucurella. And it's Marino. And here's Oyarzabal. Played out to the left flank. Oh, he's having a shot! Well taken goal. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Il y aura 4 minutes.
Spain still making a fight of this. Laporte spots it and intercepts. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Rodri. And the referee brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Mbappe, hat-trick scorer. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I played in a fair few derbies, Peter, and in my time, derbies were derbies.
Well, I had a feeling you might say something like that, Jim.
And the shot! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
Le numéro 7.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Fabian Ruiz, and that's going wide left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Ball is over the line. And he's had it nicked away. And he can clear it away. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's some Mbappe! And that's a tidy finish. 2-0 and in next to no time. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Dembele. Rodri cuts it out. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Gavi is in a really good position out wide. France have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Good ball, good take. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Succumbs to the pressure. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Olise. And here's Doué. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! Backward it goes, and it's Dembele. Shot at goal! Oh, crossbar! Fabian Ruiz. And it's Pedri. This looks promising.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri looking for the run. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Hernandez getting this one clear. Pedri. Chouameni is the guilty party there. Terrific Terrific save by Manuel. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Fabian Ruiz! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Fabian Ruiz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Mikel Oyarzabal. Saliba. Spread out to the left. Now this could be a chance. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Well, that has not gone well. Laporte. And it's Cucurella. Here's Rodri. And it's Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Mbappe. Goes for goal! Rodri. Manuel. Nice interception, well timed. Mikel Oyarzabal. Goes looking wide. Gavi picks it up out wide. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a... And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
France find a position of real strength now. Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, good spread. Llorente finding himself in space. It's a good run down the right. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, he's got a... Tries a shot! It's a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Le numéro 20.
So could they be onto something here? Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Laporte. That's a smartly directed ball. Cucurella. He's found a way through. Cucurella is fouled. And that's going to be a booking. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Olise is onto this. Doué receives it in a good position here. Ah, that's a fine interception. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Well, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score. The second period is on the way. And here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Llorente. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Fabian Ruiz, in with the challenge. Well, that is one way to stop him. Kubasi. Kukurea. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Pedri. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Olise. And it's Gavi.
Might want to be careful there. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Doué. Dembele. He's having a pop! But he's left disappointed.
Hernandez just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
It's not an especially good pass, that. And they've got rid. Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat...
Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Nearly, but not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Kubasi. Pedri has found the net here, of course. And he has been fouled there. And that has left him in a heap. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Attention, changement.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Doué. That is ended up in no man's land. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Ferran Torres. Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rodri. Pinches it off him. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. Koundé. Fabian Ruiz. That's destined for the flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And he's quick to get rid. And here's Elise. And here's Mbappe. Fabian Ruiz. For Ferran Torres. And it's Rodri. Some front-footed pressing going on here. It's a really well-measured ball. Rabiot. That's tidy. Dembele. Oh, nice touch. It's Dembele! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And a neat finish! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And it's Dembele. Fabian Ruiz. It's Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Oyarzabal. Dembele. Doué. And that is well cleared. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Koundé. And here's Elise.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Can he stop it going out? Pedro Porro. Now it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Over to the right flank. Now it's Elise. And here's Dembele. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's following up! It's a goal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
France are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And here's Yamal. And we're done. France pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mbappe voted man of the match. France going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again. Who is going to come out on top this time? Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, it's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, Peter, you can dress it up any way you like, but we all know what we're in for.
And there's no point trying to pretend otherwise. No disguising the edginess that's swirling around us here.
No, these teams...
Just about within shooting range. Pedri. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Cucurella makes the interception. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Marcus Llorente, is a surprise revelation in recent times. I think the proof, perhaps, of how a change of coach and system can have such an effect on a career. I'd say he's one of the most notable all-round midfielders about. A 4, an 8, a 6, an 11, and a 10 all in one.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly, actually, at both ends. He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's Rabiot. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe. Now it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Now the ball's gone as... Tries from a long way out. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Spread to the right. Ferran Torres.
There they go, hunting again.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Dembele. Mbappe. And this is Dembele! Goal, France! Oh, high-quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Après 21 minutes de jeu par le numéro 7.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Mbappe. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Doué. And here's Mbappe. And he was alert to it. Not the most convincing of passes. It's not an especially good pass, that. That's really well cleared. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And here's Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose. Tries one from range. Mbappe! Oh, how good is that?
A finish of true class. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
But pour l'équipe de France après 30 minutes de jeu.
Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
France are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Doué. Good read, needed to be. It's Dembele! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Rodri. And he's looking to catch him up. Tchouaméni wins the duel this time. Half-time getting close now. And it's Gavi. And the through ball. Now it's Gavi. It is a corner. Punched away.
Oh, shooting chance! And that's a tidy finish. Half-time imminent. What a time to score.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Spain cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Il y aura 2 minutes
Now that's
de
well
temps
seen too.
additionnel.
Llorente. Here's Rodri. Oh, can he get onto this? Gavi. Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. And the referee says that is that for the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. France are leading.
Olise! And that's a sharp finish.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
but pour l'équipe de France.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
It is a corner. They've played it short. Gavi plays it in. Oh, that was vital. And that has been cleared. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Rodri. Nicely spread. Now it's Ferran Torres. No outsmarting him this time. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Caught offside that time.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Olise. And he skips past his man. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. Now it's Gavi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Laporte. And Kubasi. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Rodri producing a good That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Rodri. Ferran Torres. Here's Oyarzabal. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Dembele. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's made its way to him. And a chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. And he's done it again. He's got his second. France visibly comfortable, now up by 3. And that's going wide left. Gavi has it in a wide position. And he's had it nicked away. And he's quick to get rid. Ball is over the line. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
to the keeper it goes. Kubasi. Rodri. Llorente. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Olise. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. And now they can clear their lines. Llorente. And it's Rodri. And it's Ruiz. Now it's Oyarzabal. Over to the right flank. Nice physical challenge. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's been caught napping. And that is well cleared. Koundé. And here's Olise. Mbappe. Shot. Dembele! Now it's Mbappe. Spread out to the left. And here's the chance to counter. Into the last 5 minutes. Olise. Mbappe. And that was very necessary. Koundé. Now it's Olise. Mbappe. Nico Williams. And here's Olise. Mbappe is onto this. Fabian Ruiz. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Olise. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's it. France can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Dembele taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Jim, this one always matters.
Well, don't let the word friendly get in the way of a good rivalry. These players certainly won't, Peter.
You wouldn't have thought they would. You've got to expect this to be full throttle, surely.
Yeah, they'll be as strong as usual, but I'm sure these players will commit their all.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Rabiot. And here's Doué. This looks promising. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Now it's Ferran Torres. He's picked his way through. And it's been hooked away. Great vision. Doué. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Now it's Mbappe. Cucurella kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Ferran Torres. Deftly away. Rodri. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Is there any...
Mbappe! Goal, France!
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
That has been slung wide. Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Dembele.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Oyarzabal. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Tries to pass it through. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe is flagged offside. Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Kubasi. And it's Laporte. That's going wide left. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Gavi.
That's good play from him.
He has found the way through. And he can clear it away. And here's Gavi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn. France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Llorente. It'll be a throw-in. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Dembele. Mbappe. And it's made its chance for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, look at the space here. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Good ball, good take. Oh, it's Dembele. Dembele! A real chance and a real let-off.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Llorente. Now Fabian Ruiz. Llorente. And Laporte. And it's Rodri. Pedri. Pedri makes a dash for it. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
France really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. France looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. He's shifting through the gears here. And he can thump it away. Fabian Ruiz driving on and making good progress. And they're back on the ball again. Llorente got a long way forward to join the attack.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he welcomes it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. France just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Oh, good-looking ball. And this is Dembele. That's good play. And here's Elise. Now this could be a great chance! And he's stuck it away! And there's the goal they've been looking for. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And yes, it's him again. Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Chouameni. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Doué. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Ball played for Dembele. He's on it, can he get away? Can he finish? Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
France find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Drills one. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbappe currently being consciously targeted.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Mbappe, he's having a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Changement.
Spain have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Now it's Mbappe. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Takes a shot! And how did he not make it four?
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Corner number 3 coming up. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Spain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Oyarzabal. Succumbs to the pressure. Fabian Ruiz pinches it off him. Nicely spread. Olise. And here's Dembele. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And a neat finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own.
But pour l'équipe de France.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Attention.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance. And it's made its way to him. And he's straight offside. Rodri. Now it's Williams. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Rodri. Looking for options for movement. He's got away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Kubasi. Very nicely done, good spot that. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
And here's Yamal. Saliba does well to get it back. And he cuts out the supply. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Llorente has the space to scheme. The cutback. Off the ball! He's put it wide. And it's Dembele. Oh no, that was never going to make it. So that's it. It is all over. France, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Mbappe walking off with the spoils, richly deserved. Well, how will we look back on that?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans. Everyone pumped. Takes me back.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage.